All right, good morning, guys. We are. Look at these skills right here. It's getting there. It's getting there. Anyways, so I decided to make breakfast this morning. We got out of bed. This is chorizo con huevo. And then we got some weenies, bacon, and I had some potatoes left over from the other day, so I just added them in there. Get rid of food. I hate wasting food, hate it. So I try to use it as much as I can. Yeah, but anyway, so we are trying to get the day going. We were supposed to, oh my God, I got messed up. We were supposed to go to the gym early in the morning, but we were exhausted. So we decided to just chill in, but we're definitely going to the gym. I'm gonna go to the gym probably like around 1 or 2, get it going, but it is raining like cats and dogs outside. So yeah, that's what we're doing, getting our day started. Putting some more video content for the channel. And while I'm doing that, I am ready to hit the gym. Baby, where are you? There she is. You ready to? With your Grinch shoes? Trying to show them your fit or what?
You don't wear Santa?
No, I don't want to wear a Santa hat. We're going to the gym, bro.
No.
We're going to the gym.
Yeah.
So why are you wearing a Santa hat?
You go to the gym.
You're gonna look like a... All right, I'll let you go ahead and wear that. And all right, so we are here to discuss more of a recap of what happened on Tuesday, Taco Tuesday. It was a great day for us, and we just wanted to sort of talk about that day and like sort of go in depth, not too much detail, but in depth of how everything was gonna happen and this and that. You're gonna see a lot of behind the scenes in the show. So that's gonna be all up on there. So you're gonna see what was going on in the making and all that stuff, where everybody was just all over the place, just trying to make sure that she was not gonna find out. But she was surprised. She pulled up and she was still like sort of confused of what was going on. If you wanna talk, you can sort of break down of the beginning of that day.
He has a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that I haven't even seen yet. And I'm really excited like for that piece because I only know from that moment on, obviously. So from my point of view, that day seemed really off for me because things just weren't going according to plan when it comes to pictures of my sister. Like things just, like you ever had those days like where things just like were not working out? Like it just kind of felt like that. And then he was super busy. So I kind of felt like, because we're always together. So I kind of felt like why is like, this is weird. He's doing his own thing. I'm having like a midlife crisis because things are not going according to plan and my day just feels weird already. So yeah, I was kind of getting annoyed and irritated because we were supposed to go take pictures and then last minute my sister was like, oh, plans changed, blah, blah.
Just so you know that this is all just to get her out of the house.
Yeah.
This whole thing for her sister saying about taking pictures was not because she wanted to take pictures. It was because we hadn't used an excuse of how she was going to be gone and us having a 2 to 3 hour window of her going so we could have the decorator to come in and the DJ, the food, people, everything. So yeah, go.
So I found out afterwards that him and a couple people, I guess, were down the street once I left. I'm like, what the heck? Because it didn't, I guess they hid or I don't know what they did, to be honest. So anyways, dang, it's like, I don't know how much detail to give. But basically, my sister had to go pick up my nephew afterwards from school. I was like, this just does not make sense. Like, why did you go back? Why are you going backwards? Like, it was just like all over the place. Then we go to the mall. And don't get me wrong, it was good quality time with my sister and we were having good conversation and I spent time with her regardless, so that was cool. But the only thing that didn't go according was the pictures. And so by that time I was just like, okay, like I'm ready to go home, So I get back and we're supposed to go to dinner. So I thought, and so mentally I'm like, dang, I'm kind of tired, this and that. So I was just planning to come in, probably take a nap for a little bit and get ready to leave. And so once we pulled up, I was like, what the heck? Because there was cars everywhere. So I was immediately tripping out. I'm like, what the heck? And I kind of kept to myself for a second. And she goes, where do I park? I'm like, huh? I don't know. I'm like, I don't know. Where do you park? And then she's like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, what is going on? And then I see my little cousin come out. And I'm like, why is she here? I asked my sister. She goes, I don't know. I'm like, what? How do you like not know anything? So I was starting to get like, not frustrated, but just like, hello, like what's going on? Nobody was giving me answers. And then after that, it happened very fast. So then my little cousin comes out. She's all smiling. I'm like, okay. And then she's like, put your shoes on. I was like, okay. And then she's like, I'm gonna put a blindfold on you. So that's when that moment was when I was like, oh my gosh, like why are they blindfolding me? So then I thought like an idea, and then I was like, things were just, I can't even explain
Did
it.
you think proposal off the bat?
Not until I heard the song.
So she wasn't thinking proposal. Okay.
Not yet.
That's good. That's good.
But that was like, it wasn't too long after because
once
the blindfold, and then I took a couple of steps, and then I started to hear the music. So then that's when I was like, well, first of all, no, it was confusion, concernedness. It was a bunch of things like all at once. So I was just asking questions and no one was giving me answers. So again, I just kept walking, heard the music, and then I just heard the song, like I said, then I just broke down crying. I was just like, oh my God, and then I couldn't see, and then I could barely walk, and then I was shaking like so badly. Like I could not stop shaking whatsoever. And it wasn't because it was cold, even though it was. I was actually really hot. But it was just because I was nervous. And then opened my eyes to seeing him right there. And then I didn't really even notice everybody yet. Like I was just like looking at him. And then I seen like, the Will You Marry Me sign. And then I was just like, oh my God, I just couldn't stop crying. And then, because I usually see in proposals, other people like they're just like all happy, jumping up, excited. I just kept crying.
Yeah, she was a mess.
My hair, my eyes were swollen. I was just like,
hair was just like, all over the place.
And then the safest thing for me to do was just like, let me just go in his arms. Like, I don't know. And then it kind of went from there. And then I looked around. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, I didn't see all these people here. And yeah.
Was it really quiet when you had the blindfold on?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was super quiet, so I didn't hear anything.
Well, all you were hearing is the music.
I heard the music. And that was what got me like all choked up and just crying hysterically, where I was trying to keep it together, but it was just one of those moments where you just want to go like, but you kind of like know not to do that.
Yeah.
But I kind of did in a sense.
Like I already knew she was gonna be this way, just because like about a week before, like a week ago, pretty much, I played the same song when we were driving in the car, and she just started bawling up crying. So, and I'm just thinking in my head, like, oh my God, you have no idea how much emotions are you going to be going through when this song is going to be playing the next time you hear it.
Yeah.
Which is going to be next week. So it felt good for me because at the end of the day, it's just, this moment is for her. It's for us, but it's mainly for her, to feel all the love and everything that I try to accomplish through that day is to make her feel happy and be happy, and to feel that all her loved ones are here and people that she cares about, so it was really important for me to make sure that I did really well with this, and I think it did pretty good.
No, he did amazing. I like after all that, like my emotions settled down, I was starting to see like all the detail of everything, and of course, like for one, keeping things from me is probably pretty hard because I'm usually pretty good. Like, I'm nosy. I'm straight up.
Yeah, and the thing too is it almost gave it away. We had the table guy that came in and he set up on Saturday. So luckily for us, we never go back in the backyard, especially because of the weather. It's been cold. So we haven't really been outside. We just go through the front entrance of the house and that's it. We don't go to the back. But it was so funny. He set up on Saturday. He was thinking it was for Saturday, not Tuesday. And we were going towards the back because I just bought something. So she was helping me take it to the back, and we're in the side gate going towards the back of the house.
That I still can't believe that he got me to not go back there.
I was walking backwards.
That's how submissive I am.
I was walking back. Yeah, sure. I was walking backwards, and then she was in front of me, and then I'm just looking back so I don't trip or fall or anything while I'm walking backwards. And then I was like, wait, I did like a double take. I was like, what in the world? And then I looked, and it was chairs and tables all set up. I freaked out, but I am so good. Like, I freaked out, and I just turned around and looked at her and said, you know what? How about we leave this in the garage and I'll just bring it back here later.
What he said, because I was like, that doesn't even make no sense. Like, what he was saying.
It didn't make any sense.
What he was saying made no sense. I was just like, okay. Like, yeah. Because what did you say? You said, what if I do it outside? I forgot even what you said, to be honest. But pretty much I was like, okay, like that makes sense. Even though it made no sense. But he convinced me that it did make sense. It was weird, but I just went along with it, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever, like, sounds good. But I wanted to go behind him, which was still in the back, to pick up this mat. It's like a walk-in mat. Like, what is it called?
Yeah, it's just a doormat.
A doormat, I guess. And so I wanted to throw it away. It was just like on the side of the house. So I was trying to go back there and, throw it away. I wanted to clean up a little bit. And he was just like, no, just do it. Like, come on, just go on. I was just like, ew. I thought he was just being mean and ugly. I was like, ugh, he gets on my nerves. And I think because of that, honestly, is what kept me like away.
And I could tell that she gave me that look like, why are you? And I was like, nope, come on, let's go, let's move it. I did not care if she was giving me a face. I'm like, I'm not gonna have this ruined because you wanted to throw a little hissy fit because I'm not gonna let you pick up the doormat, all right? So I was like, come on, that's what I was saying in my head. But I was like, come on, no, I need you to help me navigate me going back to the garage.
You're like, move the trash can.
Move the trash can. When the trash can didn't even need to be moved.
I was like, what? I
told her, I was like, no, I need you to help me move that trash can. She was all like, all right. She's all moving it. And it was just like so funny because there was no sense of moving the trash can. Yeah.
I was so annoyed. And then after that, I was like, all right, whatever. I'm not helping this guy. And then that's when I just went inside. I was like, I have an appointment, whatever. So.
And throughout that whole time, I was in complete, like my head was all over the place. My heart felt like it was jumping out of his body. We were here. I was like, okay, I need to figure out what the heck I'm gonna do. So I hit up the guy with tables and chairs. I'm like, bro, why are these here? They're supposed to be out here on Tuesday. And he was like, oh my God. He's like, I thought it was for Saturday. I'm like, no, it's for Tuesday. He was like, oh my, yeah, I could go right now and pick them up. I'm like, all right, yeah, come over here and pick them up. And then I'm gonna take Alexis out of the house and then you can come and just pick them up and then just take off. And then I text her mom, and her mom was freaking out too. She's like, you can't let her go in the backyard at all. I was like, what is she doing? I'm like, oh, she's cleaning up right now. She's cleaning. She's like, well, be right next to her while she's cleaning up. Make sure she doesn't go in the backyard. I'm like,
I didn't notice. Yeah, I know. I didn't even notice him acting weird, like nothing like that. Which, dang, like I need to pay more attention to things.
I'm just really good.
And then a couple people have asked me, the girls, well, actually one guy too, he was like, so like, did you know, because I was dressed and my nails, my hair. But the good thing about me is I get my nails done regularly for one. Two, we're going to New York. So I was getting ready for New York nails and obviously my hair to be fresh. So I asked him, like what day should I get my nails done? Because I'm thinking we're going to be busy Christmas week. We have all this stuff going on. We're going to be planning for, sorry, drink it all. We're going to be planning, for New York. Like, I don't want things to be super chaotic. I know my girl's going to be busy, all this stuff, right? So I asked him what day, and then he told me the date, and that was it. That was pretty much it. And I already had my hair appointment done, like, scheduled from the previous month, so it was already preset anyways.
It worked out pretty well because her mom was all like, she needs to make sure she has her nails done, this and that, before the day. And I'm like, God, how am I going to do this? And I kid you not, literally a couple hours later, she's like, what day should I do my nails? I'm like, why are you asking me that question? But since you want to ask me, I will definitely put my input. I was like, let's do Monday. And then I told her, let's do Monday. And she's like, isn't that a little too far back before that? I'm like, no, I just made up some, I made it very, it made sense. But to be honest, it really didn't make so much sense. But I made it where it made sense.
He said we were going to be busy, which we honestly are busy.
Yeah.
And then he said that it's going to be too much traffic, which there is traffic towards the end of the week.
Yeah, there is, especially right now with the holidays.
Yeah, like today, I usually get done Fridays. Sorry, I usually get done Fridays, and there is traffic worse on Fridays, Mm-hmm. So it really did work out.
Yeah, but other than that, I mean, we just wanted to sort of break down of everything, how it went down, and it was a good experience for both of us. Any surprises like that's gonna happen.
Yeah, because I'm definitely gonna be involved with the wedding.
Yeah, no, I need you to be involved with the wedding.
That, yeah.
I need to take a chill pill. All right, I was stressed out for the last 2 weeks. But we're still in the making of trying to figure out everything. So, I mean, it's definitely, the wedding's, we'll just tell you this, the wedding's not going to be until at least a year. Mm-hmm. So, it gives us good opportunity for us to just sort of make sure we have everything the way we want it, and we pick the right venue and everything. Just, we want to make sure this is perfect. And so we have to just take our time.
Yeah, and venues and all that stuff, people already, wedding planners and everything that I've seen so far, they're already scheduled out for 1 to 2 years anyways.
Right.
So when you schedule the venue, that's just the basic part. But me personally, I do like the fact that, my mom even mentioned this too, that every month, think about it, it's only 12 months, right? Every month we could focus on one thing and not having to rush into, that would not, the first one we find. Let's say for the cake, we focus on the cake for the month. Okay, cool, we have 4 weeks to go through different people and cake test and whatever the case is, especially with the wedding dress, that's a whole other thing. So I'd rather have a month per item that we have to do to make sure that it's perfect. I don't have to rush and settle for anything. So it gives me time to think. It gives me, and also to my dad is going to be getting out too. My dad has been in prison in and out since I was 7. That's a whole nother video. But we have a good relationship. He's going to be out by that time too. So that's a whole other emotional like standpoint. Roller coaster. Yeah, but it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. So I definitely love the fact that we're going to be doing it a year out.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's pretty much everything.